What is going on, you dead set legends? And welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling interactive podcast in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and always I am the only person on the planet that is your 2019 Melbourne Cup left arm, 80 to 95 kilo, third place left arm superstar. Come at me, put the cash up if you want the most coveted trophy in arm wrestling history. Let's go bang. Let's get into it. With rumours speculating that WAL are coming back, I thought, let's have a chat to the deadest of the setters, the legends. It's you people, whether you're live now or you're watching a bit later on, whether or not WAL could survive in today's market. And I'll tell you what, before the show has even bloody started, I'm already disagreeing with some of you in the comments, but that's what we love. They're coming on to this show and having a live and having a bang, but you know what to do. Let's kick it off with a Ready Bang. Let's see what Dead Set Legends are in the comments. I've got a poll going. If you are watching this a little bit later on, just give us a yes or no. Will WAL survive in today's market? And if you do give us a yes or no, tell me why. And I'm going to tell you why I think it can or I think it can't survive in today's market. I'm going to go through. I'm going to give some points. We'll have a bit of a chat. We are going to dominate. The Drew says, but of course they need to step out onto the field to play ready, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Betty Rain from the Sasquatch. Richard Jennings is in the chat. He says, good evening, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button. Rajatha says, hope so. I like the TV quality of WAL. Feels more like watching sport when it's a higher frame rate. Loved watching it. I absolutely loved watching it. What else have we got? Michael says, WAL production was amazing. They just need to adopt the East versus West rule set and a more international roster. So, Michael, what you're saying is WAL just need to be like East versus West. I like you, buddy, but you are wrong. You are wrong. We already have an East versus West. If you want an East versus West rule set, go watch East versus West. They've got the, the Americas versus the international superstars. You got to be different. You've got to be different, Michael. WAL need to do what WAL do. And that's what they do best. And that's why they got on a bit of tally for a while, the old ESPN, and almost on Fox Sports 1. But thank you for jumping in the comments. But I've got to disagree with you there. We already have East versus West rule set. That's at East versus West. But let's get into it. Johnny Cooper with the old Ready Bang. And he's given us a wave. WAL didn't survive its market. And it was broadcasted on ESPN. It would be killed today. Interesting take from N. Will. I think they could do real well. Joe Nelson is in the chat. What's up? Ready? Bang, says Joe. Hope you're doing well, Joe. Atlantis is in there. Spermies with the old Ready Bang. Spermies, I'm probably going to crack open that bottle of booze you got me, buddy. What's the best thing to mix it with? Do I mix it with Coke? Do I mix it with ginger ale? Lemonade? Let me know, buddy, because I want to have a fine tipple. Monsieur Lunchtime says, King of the Table in East versus West is where it's at. At the moment, they are the top two promotions in the world. But, we need competition. I do love them both. They're a lot of fun. Queenslanders in the chat says, cheers. What have we got here? We've got Swisher Sweet says, if there is a time for it to come back, it's now before all the big pullers get wrapped up in other contracts. This is something that I'll be speaking about in a moment because I've got plenty of points about the WAL. If WAL come back, that's right, Zadie. What do you think?
We just came to poke our heads in.
You want to come say hello? Do you think WAL will survive if it comes back today, Zadie?
Yeah.
You want to come say hello to everyone? Ready?
I wanted to say thank you to somebody too.
Well, jump in and say thank you.
To Spermy, thank you so much. I opened my birthday package.
Yeah.
Overkill. Like, so kind. Was so spoiled. So thank you so much.
Spermies, built a big box full of fun gifts and gave it to my wife for her birthday, which was very nice. We're very appreciative.
Absolutely.
May have eaten all the chocolates, but
oh, they were good.
we did well. And what do you think, Zadie?
So good.
What do you think? Yeah, Zadie went to the zoo yesterday, everybody. If we're speaking of arm wrestlers, they're all a bunch of animals, aren't they? Do you say hi, everyone? And Zeus is saying hello. Say hi, everyone. Thanks for supporting my daddy. Say hello. Rah. Are you an inside hook? You an outside top roll? You flop wrist press? How do you go?
Funny. Anyway, sorry, we're going to let you work. I just want to say thank you.
There you go. You've just been ambushed. You know you've taken the dog and not the baby.
Yeah. He's easier. No.
All righty, let's get back into it.
Lovely.
So Joe's jumped in the chat. He says, if WAR come back, would its athletes on the previous contracts have to honour the previous terms? No, because they were all released of their contracts. Dynamite Dude, if WAL adopted a better rule set, maybe. No, this is where you're missing out, Dynamite Dude. WAL had matches. Like, I understand, especially arm wrestling purists, they hated the rule set, but matches went for a while. You didn't see too many flash pins, which is what the regular viewer want. Arm wrestling fans like us, we're going to watch anything. That's just what we do. But the way they were marketing it, they went bang and got the job done. What else have we got? NW UK1 says would probably survive in some capacity. Not sure how well it would thrive. Core sports now, including contracts. See? Yeah, well, hopefully my points will help persuade you because I absolutely think WAL not only can survive, but can absolutely put on a show. And I'll go get to my points in a moment. But, I like to say hi to everyone first in the chat. Joe Nelson is not a fan of the rule set. I would take WAL's format over any other promotion. Red Catman Studios in the chat. Says what's up? Old fashioned. WAL is the best. They need to bring it back. And everyone's saying to Zadie, thank you very much. Hello, ladies. Cutest kid on YouTube. Thank you very much. Ready Bang from Billy D. We've got in there, it says, if WAL come back, it would be interesting to see who compete there. Remember, you don't want to recycle the same athletes and matches, says the Chocolate Thunder. Ready Bang, hi, Zadie. What else have we got? WAL's best attribute is the live audience and atmosphere. Right now, only Knuckles Up come close from the United States. Interesting. Okay. So let me get into the first point. The first point why I think WAL will succeed is because commentators are not under contract. What do you mean by that? WAL come back, it'll most likely be Travis Bagent and Neil Pickup, two of the best storytellers of all time. You can grab a hillbilly from out the back of the bar and a homeless bloke, chuck them on the arm wrestling table. These two have a talent of telling a story. You will be enthralled. Imagine both of them telling you a story about passing the salt or getting the salt passed at the dinner table. Young man, I was at the dinner table, and that son who should have been the #1 draft pick in the NFL, Tyson, was like, Dad, can you pass me the salt? And I was like, young man, you do not need that stuff in your body. But I did. I grabbed it. And I squeezed that salt and I threw it to the baddest man in the NFL. And I'd be like, holy crap. And then, of course, you got Neil be like, I was at the dinner table and then my son was on the other side and away we go. I reached over to the salt and I turned it in and I thought you don't need that on your steak, but you got to pepper it anyway. So I'm going to pepper you with the talk. And then you're like, holy crap, passing salt's awesome. So most likely with their past relationship, they'd probably be first 2 cabs off the rank. They would tell amazing stories for the matches. I think it would be brilliant. I've missed a lot of it. Yes, I would love for WAL to come back. So Travis Page and Neil Pickup would most likely be your lead commentators, especially for the first one. Now, straight away, you're getting exposure. Straight away. Not bad. Not a bad start. Now, if I were WAL, I'd be hiring this guy and Uncle John and Ryan Bowen, but, that's just me. But these two know how to tell a story. Whether you like them or not, they know what they're doing in the commentary booth. You get the straight shooter with Travis Bajan. Quit your crime. Quit your crime. I'll whoop that ass. And then Neil Pickup, who's been doing this forever and a day, knows how to tell a story. If WAL come back and they hire these two, not bad. I'd probably rather hire this guy, but that's just me being a bit silly. Points. Why, you all hit the like button? Oi, hit the like button. Hit the bloody like button. Another point. Quite a few points. As we get into my next point. Okay, so I got some names up there. Michael Todd has some unfinished business with the WAL. Obviously, he's coming back with from his injury. And yes, he is contracted under WAL. But you don't think he'll sit there, has a great relationship with Engen and says, Engen, mate, I've got some unfinished business. I want to defend my hammer. I was the previous super heavyweight champion of the world. Probably going to run it back with Jerry Caderet. And Jerry's going to say the same thing as a one-off. And Engen's going to look after his athletes and he's going to say, absolutely go for it. Absolutely. Jump in there. And so Michael Todd will be there because he's the reigning, defending WAL Super Heavyweight Champion of the world. I didn't want to get in there. Fun fact, I held a WAL hammer myself last week. That was pretty cool. Thank you very much, Devon. So Michael Todd will want to run it back. He will 100% want to run it back. Second point on this picture, Sarah Backman. Yes, Sarah Backman is competing at East versus West, but if you go through the history of East versus West, there are not that many women's matches. Just call a spade a spade. That's just the way it is. Maybe every third. All right, let me go back. So if I go to let me type this up. I probably should have had it up. And this isn't a knock. This isn't a knock on East versus West. I'm just using that because Sarah would be under contract. Right. So the first one, I think we had one, maybe two. Second one women's match, 2 women's matches. There were none at number 3. Then we had Gabby pulled twice at number 4. None at number 5. one match and number 6, but it was Gabby again. None at number 7. None at number 8. None at number 9. So my point being, Sarah Backman is a draw. People love Sarah Backman. So I would be organising a match with Sarah Backman. Now, you can have her take on some top women around the country, some top women around the world. That's not a problem at all. Sarah brings eyes to the table. And then if WA are like, hey, we're promoting women at WAL and the way 2023 is going appears to be the way forward, Sarah is a jet. Good human being. People rate her, can arm wrestle. Complete package. Now you can integrate it with the third picture there with Juji Mufu. YouTube sensation, social media star. And WAL got them to the table. Yes, might have been connections with Devon or whatnot, but the drawing power of being able to draw and get these people in, maybe like a Larry Wheels. He's not under contract. So instead of going to Germany and having the left-hand matchup, you have it in America and at WAL. They will be able to bring in some YouTube superstars, some social media superstars from other sports. Now, does Sarah take on those people? She could do. But either way, the people they would be able to bring in, whether it be in the women's division or in the social media part of things, will bring eyes back to WAL. They've done it before, and 100% they will do it again. All righty, what's happened here? I'm pressing the wrong bloody buttons. That's the button I wanted. That's the button I wanted. Right, let's say what all you guys, just spot on, Travis. Young man, what is going on? Two things with this, Andy. Hang on, be honest. After the crowd were paid, not real fans. That's 100%. But yes, bring back WAL. What, you don't think now with the way sport's grown, Andy, that they'll be able to fill it? Absolutely, they'd be able to fill it. And it was the early shows. that were there. They're not hiding anything about it, but they would be able to fill it in again. Don't worry, guys. Got plenty of more points coming up. Devon's forearm is in the chat. Sup, Jake. Sup, chat. Defense says, can't wait for WAL to come back and bust all these unenforceable contracts. It's in there. As everyone is saying, oh, cheers, K-Mac. Jake and Neil are the best voices in the game. Oh, appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Clerks, 93's in there. Saying, what up, Jake? Joe Nelson loves watching Sarah. What else have we got? I'm very far out of the thing. James Stewart in the chat. He's hanging about. What up? Muscle bike, ready, bang. What else have we got? Everyone's all saying hi to each other. Captain Obvious is hanging about. Okay, so what do you think of my points so far? I got more points. Don't worry about that. I got more points. Point number 3. Now, could be wrong. I've been wrong many times in the past. I could be wrong. But my next point would be huge. Huge. My next point. All right, let's, where are we? The Devon Larratt effect. Now, this is pure speculation. and I have to be very clear about that because, yes, I was there. Is Devon under contract? Quite possibly. Do I think he is? No. Do I think Devon's committed to East versus West? Absolutely. But Devon Larratt is an entity of his own. Devon does what he wants when he wants. Now, if he's pulling and he's got the 3 championships, or he's hanging and banging, slinging and slanging and getting the job done, but then a very interesting match has been offered in his home country or the country below him, say they have WAL Canada, he would probably go. Devon gets himself back on TV. That's definitely not a bad thing. Shit, he arm wrestled Shaq. He's been on ESPN. He's been a star on ESPN. The Devon Larratt effect is real. Go look at a lot of YouTube videos. They only make videos about Devon because Devon brings in numbers. He's charismatic, the most influential arm wrestler on the planet. Has had a working relationship with Steve Kaplan, the owner of WAL. And you don't think Steve Kaplan, if coming back, would be on the old two-way blower to Devon? Hey, Devon, what's up? Hey, buddy. Hey, you're bringing WAL back. Yeah, we are, mate. Absolutely. We've got some cash here. Want to make a few extra bucks? Hey, buddy, I love money. You know what I mean? So I think the Devon effect. I think WAL can bring back Devon. Absolutely. If they don't bring him back right-handed, they're certainly going to do it left-handed. He pulled Bartolotto left-handed as an exhibition main event, like a co-main event. And Devon's bringing that party arm back. You don't think WAL will be like, hey, mate, I've got 20 grand for you. Left arm banger, relaunching on Fox Sports 1 or ESPN. What do you think? Let's rock and roll. Of course he's going to say yes. Of course. Now, if he is under contract, I would bet $1 million it's only his right arm. If he is under contract. Devon is very, very smart. Very smart. Oh, shout out to Joe Nelson. Thank you, Joe. He's just given 5 memberships out. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate it, mate. Really, really appreciate it. But for me, just quickly. Joe says, Devon said himself he'd be more interested in pulling in a North American promotion like WAL. I love going around the world for arm wrestling. I just went to Dubai, then straight to Canada and home. It can be tiring. It's amazing. And when you're there, the euphoric feeling that you're being sent around the world for this beautiful sport. But it gets tiring. So, yes, I would imagine someone as well-traveled as Devon would love to just sit there and look out his backyard and go, 20 G's, left arm banger against Aussie arm wrestler, book it. Done. The Devon effect is real. All right, what else have we got? Jim Beach is in the chat. What up, my man? Jim Beach. He's having a poo right now. I can guarantee Jim Beach is on the dunny. So for me, the Devon effect is real. He goes anywhere. Pulls at Arm Wars. He's pulled at King of the Table. He's pulled at East versus West. He turns up to events, whether it's to referee, do a seminar, be a special guest. Devon Larratt is his own entity. He's a dead set legend. Most influential arm wrestler on the planet. And that's why I think the WAL coming back, they're definitely reaching him out for something. Now, what have we got here? Everyone's talking about Jim having a poo. Okay. So my next point, alrighty, there are still mega matches to be made. Could you imagine if WAL said we are coming back and one of our premier matches is Ryan Bowen versus Schoolboy? I'm sure all of you arm wrestling enthusiasts out there could make so many matches. You could. With the current echelon of superstars out there, you could make a lot of mega matches. You could. Two blokes that are definitely not under contract are Ryan Bowen and Schoolboy. Definitely. Now, would you sit down on a Saturday afternoon and watch these two go at it on ESPN or Fox Sports 1? I don't care who you are. The answer is yes. It is yes. You are doing it. You are watching these two go at it. Now, you can have anyone else. I mean, you look at some of the names. They might bring Jeff Hale back to it. Alex Kadetcha might jump in there. There are so many athletes. What you got to understand is there are like a million awesome pullers out there. Yes, we might be going through the same 30 or 40 when it gets to our King of the Table pay-per-views, but there are plenty out there. 4 years ago, I wasn't a commentator, and I've built my way up. There are so many people out there grinding to be the next star. Now, all you have to do is just go type in on YouTube. What? They give Arm Wrestling Whisperer a match. Bang. He's on there. 300,000 subscribers or something like that. Beautiful. Give him a match. I mean, just go look at Arm Gods and see all the amount of cool matches. Now, they got some characters there. So I'd be booking one of those. Get a madman on there, smashing the table and screaming it. Give people with the look. Now, so I think there are some superstars. There are some superstars out there. All right. MK Rob doesn't want WAL to come back. Oh, yes, you do, buddy. It would be brilliant. It would be brilliant. Mate, if they got RVJ versus Bowen, that's another good match. You know what I mean? There's so many good matches that you can have. Jealous that Spermie's got suplexed by. That's hilarious. What else have we got? Hey, Marcus Thompson's in the chat. How you going, buddy? Solange boys, Arm Gods. Oh, yeah, go and buy that pay-per-view. I'm telling you, a few of these guys that were at Arm Gods could definitely be signed up to WAL. Also, another thing, while I'm on here, about other stars. In the last 6 weeks, we had the WAF and the IFA World Championships. You could just go handpick a few of those. Type in on YouTube, get a few of those, hand pluck some people, because like, hey, we got an IFA World Champion, or we got a WAL World Champion. There are so many mega people and mega matches that you could have. You get a Devon left arm match. You run Michael Todd and Jerry Caderet, unfinished business. You have Ryan Bowen versus Schoolboy. Those 3 matches alone would say that WAL is back. And I think it would be awesome if it got in there. Dan Jean is hanging out in the chat. I still got some more. Oh, I keep doing it again. Now, before I get to some more points, do you agree or disagree with anything that I'm saying? Because you know I love having a chat. See you later, Jim Beachathon. See, I'd have him. I'd hire Jim Beach for WAL. I prefer him in Arm Gods, but you know what I mean. Everyone's just saying g'day to Marcus. So they should. Who do you think Schoolboy is a bigger money draw than? Gennady, Jerry? To the casual viewing, both of them. Yeah, absolutely. To the casual viewers. You know, East versus West, predominantly aimed at arm wrestling enthusiasts and the Facebook comments and things like that. Because you got to understand, it's where the pay-per-view buyers are coming from. Now, if WAL's on TV, everybody's watching it. Everybody's watching it. And I do think, in all due respect, a lot of people know Schoolboy more than they know Gennady. Now, arm wrestling nutcases like you and I, Jack Daniels, would be like, oh, man, Gennady and Jerry, run that back again. Now, I'd love to have them both. Gennady's a character. I'm booking Gennady. He's under contract. Oh, big announcements this weekend. Arm Gods Island. They are massive. They are massive announcements. I am very excited. Hurry up and drop the hammer. I need to make a video so then when you drop the hammer, I can let the world know, because these are brilliant. These are brilliant. That's why you've got to be a part of Arm Gods. You've got to be a part of Arm Gods. The Arm Gods movement is real. Yeah, I got to agree with you, buddy. Have to agree with you. Yeah. 100%. 100%. I'm Matt House. Aussie, when are you pulling Levan? Very soon. Very, very soon. Okay. Right, let's get to some more points. Another point. Let me just get, there we go. With Steve Kaplan in charge and being a businessman, most likely it will be on TV. It was previously on ESPN, and right before the lockdowns happened, it was going to be on Fox Sports 1. And I think they even showed replays on Fox Sports 1. So Steve Kaplan, a very intelligent businessman, if he's coming back, then I'm about 90% sure it would be on TV. Now, if it's on TV, you don't think that's going to catch the eye of a lot of people? Holy moly, holy jolly. I'm going to be on Fox Sports 1. Dun-dun-dun. This week on Sports Center. And you make the top 10 countdown, it's a good time. So that'd be another reason. If WAL come back and survive, absolutely. And be on TV. Shit, everyone wants to be on TV. I got excited when I heard my voice on ESPN when Core Sports did the Arm Wrestling Reloaded. They did a little behind the scenes and whatnot and played some matches. Oh. And ESPN and Fox Sports 1, when it comes to their sports, they know how to tell stories. So their highlight packages, their promotions are going to be killer. They won't have to rely on social media like we are at the moment to get our content out there and things like that. It would be amazing. And they would jump on there and go, right. I know if I'd be pulling, it's like, hey, do you want to come over here? Or do you want to be on TV? I would like to be on TV. So that's why it would survive, because it's got a point of difference. It's got a point of difference. And that's what you need. So if you go through them all, Monster Factory highlights the talent of North America. Arm Wars point of difference, post-production. Arm Gods, atmosphere. Atmosphere. Point of difference. King of the table and East versus West, their point of difference, they're bringing the best. They have your top 10s are regularly competing on there. So they're your point of difference. I mean, could you imagine? I'd love it. I would absolutely love it if we'd get in there. All righty. Everyone's just quickly having a chat to each other. That's right, ESPN has Chase Tag League. WA compete with that. It's got cornhole. It's got everything. What else have we got in the chat? People still talking about Arm Gods 2. Joe Nelson's coming to the next Arm Gods. You legend. Now, there was a point earlier about arm wrestling at the moment rotating through the same people all the time. Another point how WAL can survive. Plain and simple. New superstars. Chuck them on TV. You get them to be like Jeff Hale. What? How good was he? They have the ability to create new superstars. Because if they're going for the casual sports fan to watch it, instead of watching cornhole, slap fighting, chase tag, instead of watching that rubbish, they're like, oh, what's going on with arm wrestlers here? Highlight package, put them out there, market them as a superstar. It doesn't matter who they are. That's what the ability is able to do. So if they come in and go whack, it could be Joe Nobody. But they're like, Joe Nobody is now turning into a somebody. This most electrifying athlete, blah, 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 blah. You know what it's like. They can come in and make new superstars. UFC was great. Then they made The Ultimate Fighter and created superstars out of that. Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonner, Chris Lieben, Diego Sanchez. They were all there. And you followed their careers. So if they do a good promo package, bang, then, yeah, so they go promo package, and then you're like, oh, I like this guy, and he goes out and wins. Well, then you go, oh, geez, I'd love to see how he goes. That's what WAL can do. They can create new superstars. It's going to be... It's going to be brilliant. Okay. Geez, everyone's in the chat's talking about Valhalla 3 and making sure that they get there. So March 23rd, the date, but everyone's coming for St. Patrick's Day. So there you go. So if you are in the chat, or if you are in the chat, or you're watching this a little bit later on, let me know what you think. I still got a few more points. I got a few more points. Don't worry about that. But, you know, I like to move around, have a grab, and things like that. It will be brilliant. Hope you Dead Set Legends are smashing the like button whilst you're in here. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. We want Valhalla 3 now. I'm in a post-Arm Gods depression. I think I'll be post-Arm Gods in a couple of weeks. I'm still excited after a successful event that my friends were able to run. And I'm also excited that I'm back home in Australia with my family. Got to take my wife to the zoo for a post-birthday present. Zadie come as well. And my wife got to feed the meerkats. So I was very happy about that. So the next Valhalla's not till March. If you sign up to Arm Gods Valley, October 21st, I think it is. you get an event in Wolverhampton. They have a whole heap of super series. Their Valhallas are going to be 2 to 3 a year. Their Valhallas are like their bigger shows. But if you want Arm Gods Arm Wrestling, they're almost going to have something every single month. That's why you go to armgods.com. I'll bring music stores in there. Bang. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Another point I want to make. Yeah. And why, if WAL come back, why it can survive. It's because it's in the goddamn United States of America. America. Right now, backyard fried chicken. Not very good in an American accent or a Southern accent, as that was. But people are dying for it. Anytime I'm in a live chat, we need it in Chicago. We need it in New York. We need it in Vegas. We need it in Texas. Need it in Florida. Need it in Cali. WAL will be based in America. And if they're bringing the big names to America, depending if they hit the East Coast, the Midwest, West Coast, a lot of people would be going out of their way to go to a WAL event. I would be even tempted. And I live on the other side of the planet to go over because I just love WAL. That was a huge influence of why I love arm wrestling. But they are begging. See, I rate Monster Factory. I really do. I rate Monster Factory. It's brilliant. But for some reason, they're screaming for an event in America or another event. And if they get this one on TV, well, then they are killing it. Wouldn't that be good? Right, what's all my legends in the chat? Just having a bit of a squeeze. And everyone's just all talking to each other. But with everything that is going on in the arm wrestling world, I genuinely believe that we have something special. We are in a very good patch of arm wrestling. And if WAL do decide to come back, not only they can survive, but they can make some big bloody noises, some big noises. And then you run qualifiers to get on TV. They would be one of the most attended events that you would get. I mean, they could 100% do really, really well. There is such a market for so many more promotions. Just like with anything, you just need to get your business model right. That's all. There you go. Minor Crafty says, WAL brought me into the sport. Devon kept me in the sport. Interesting. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved what WAL were able to provide. And yes, it's no secret I'm a huge wrestling fan. And I'm a huge sports fan. And it was presented as a very important sport at the time, especially being on ESPN. It was done very well. And they even tried to sell like $2 pay-per-views or $3 pay-per-views on Bleacher Report. Unfortunately, you can only buy it in America, but still cool. It was still very cool. Now, I'll do a bit of a recap of some of my main points. I got heaps more points. I mean, Travis and Neil will probably commentate the first event. Not too bad bloody commentators you can have. Michael Todd will negotiate his way in order to defend the super heavyweight title because he was the last remaining champion. He was the guy at the end. And you got to run it back with Jerry Caderet. If I'm having Michael Todd at WAL, I don't want him to pull anyone else except for Jerry Caderet. That's how they finished WAL. That's how you bring it back. Sarah Backman is a draw. Now, is she going to have 3 or 4 matches a year at East versus West? Maybe. I don't know. But you could bring her in to pull YouTube celebrities. You could get her in to pull any of the best in the world. But you present Sarah Backman as the star that she is. Video packages and highlights. Because 2 things will happen. Everyone will watch because it's Sarah Backman. Or if someone beats Sarah, they are now the new star. Juji Mufu came in. Social media superstar. And WAL will be able to attract social media superstars. 100%. I reckon they could get Shaq to have a match. For sure. They'll be able to get that. The Devon Larratt effect. It's real. Devon would probably have a left-handed match there. Highly unlikely he has a right-handed match. But he'd probably have a left-handed match there. Devon back with WAL. Bang. There you go. Then we've got... There are plenty of other arm wrestlers in the world that you can make awesome, awesome matches. You can get guys with big social media followings like these 2. Ryan Bowen versus Schoolboy. Pretty good match. That's what I'd have to say. Then we roll on. If it's on TV, wow. It's on TV. Then it's going really, really well. It will be brilliant. On either of those ones, you get the right announcers in there. Shit, if we got a weekly arm wrestling show, hosted by me, of course, wouldn't that be brilliant? And I'd speak to them, say, redo my studio, give me all the best equipment, let's run it. I would host their weekly show. Keep running past. They've got the ability to create new superstars. You can market it any way and turn anyone into a superstar. You can have the worst joke in the world, but if you tell it properly, it's quite a funny joke. You can be an average superstar or an average athlete, but if you promote yourself well, you get it in there. Shit. Arm Gods has set the bar with that. They've just made new superstars. They've given them the freedom. It's a really good way to go about it. Just recapping my points if you have joined me late. And then, of course, it is a promotion in the United States of America. That is a big market. That is a big paying market. A massive paying market. So utilize that. Jump on board. They'd be able to get 250 people per event, especially if they're on TV. They'd be rolling. So there you go. All right. What are my Dead Set Legends in the comments saying? WAL had the production down pat. Absolutely. Absolutely they did. Yeah, Marcus like WAL. Hey, don't get me wrong. This is just a fun conversation starter. Everyone knows I'm an Arm Gods guy. What else have we got? Roy, g'day, mate. Oh, thanks, Spermies. It's been pretty big for me as it is. I'm very, very lucky. It's been quite a journey so far. Fingers crossed, it just keeps on going. What else have we got? Sarah Backman could launch that Ronda Rousey was for UFC. I'm not Excuse me, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. Bring people in with the right look. And it can be done really well. What else? Arm gods, everyone gets a shot. Deeps. No, you don't. I don't think so. I don't think so. There are so many amazing arm wrestlers out there. And if the WAL Hammers are back at it, I don't think so. You can sit there. I mean, one of my favorite matches with Danny Tesh and Quinlan Mendez. They weren't the best. That was a great match. There are so many awesome superstars. What you need is for it to be competitive. If it's competitive, people are engaged. WAL would be aiming for the casual viewer. The casual viewer wants to be entertained. Arm wrestling fans will watch it anyway. We're watching anything and everything we can get our hands on. But the casual viewer, when they're flicking channels and, arm wrestling's on, they're like, holy crap, who's this Bob McSteventon? Oh, he's awesome. It was marketed properly. I don't think they need the best. I really don't. So long as it's competitive and marketed well. What else have we got? What else have we got? Arm wrestling isn't PC enough. There you go. They need to be the best or for them to be super popular. I don't think so. I don't think so. Look at The Ultimate Fighter. For me, that's one of the benchmark shows in sport. The Ultimate Fighter grabbed a whole heap of nobodies. But what happened in the final? Stephen Bonner and Forrest Griffin had a super entertaining match. Marketed properly, super entertaining match. It's a home run. It's a home run. I don't think it needs the best. In aspects, maybe some commentary, production, something needs to be very high level. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think we need Levan at WAL. We love it. I don't think we need it. But that's just my opinion. And I appreciate your opinion, Deeps. Arm Gods is a pretty good model. A pretty good model. They had a whole heap of people. Some names you might know, some you don't. But everyone there enjoyed themselves and created some buzz. So now when they make these announcements for the next one, it's going to create some more buzz. And we got people in the chat trying to fly across the world to attend Valhalla 3. Pretty good model, if you ask me. Everyone's just having a bit of a fun chat. I don't know if I'm a smart man. I just love my sport. I don't know if I'm a smart man. But I'm not. But that's a ball sport. That's completely different. I'm comparing it to combat sport. If you want to call arm wrestling a combat sport, it's different. I'm not comparing it to the NFL, Jeremiah, because there's plenty of successful fighting promotions. Bellator comes to mind. Eagle Fighting League. Yeah, there's room for it. I really think they can be super successful. Yep, the Bonner Griffin match was so entertaining. People were coming into it by the thousands from word of mouth because the match was so crazy entertaining. Yep. Now, an example, and I'm not just saying it because Mark is in the chat. We had a very good story come out of Arm Gods. Eric Rasen wasn't sure if he was going to get the pay-per-view. He ended up buying the pay-per-view. After watching a few matches, he drove to the event. Now, if you can get that on a much larger scale with ESPN, you don't need the best. Jason Hill and Darrell Staken, Matt Smith, Ted Wilson, are they the best? No. But go and watch their match. Shit, I'll even pay for a few of you to go and watch their matches. And tell me if you're not flicking the channel, you gotta like skim past that. One FC is dope. There you go. Watching WAL Devon Jerry for the first time, so captivating and entertaining. I was instantly hooked. I would have not had the same reaction if I come across East versus West. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy East versus West, but yes, I think entertainment is a huge factor. I'd say arm wrestling is a straight cross between a strength and a combat sport. I'd lean more towards a strength sport for me, but I get it. Magda flying from AWC. Oh, Magda from AWC is flying over. Unbelievable praise from her, saying Arm Gods Canada was the best arm wrestling live event she'd ever been to. You said that on Beer Man's channel, didn't she, Marcus? You were telling me. I mean, that's brilliant. That's what you want. Arm Gods was great, but they didn't have all the superstars. The superstars there, as in the top 10. Now there's a market for the top 10 all the time, and that's fine. And that's already been taken. So now we need a new era. If we didn't, we'd still be begging for Jordan to be playing, which I absolutely love it if he was, but you know what I mean. Or still wanting Vanderlei Silva or Vitor Belfort or, you know, all of those guys. Rampage Jackson. Yes, it was. We were just too late. The suggestion was too late to get those 8 that were there to pull in a tournament because it was so evenly matched up. But when I suggested it was just a bit too late. Roy Baker's in the chat. Yo, Aussie, what's happening? So Jeremiah just saying, and then when Bonner and Griffin lost fights, no one cared about him, didn't draw a dime. Yeah. But people got invested in other athletes. People jump on bandwagons. That's what they do. So the Stephen Bonner Griffin was like, holy crap, this UFC thing, the sport, is awesome. They're like, oh my God, this is great. And they invested in that. It's like, Forrest Griffin isn't good. Oh my God, this guy whooped him. And then we've moved over to him and we've got Anderson Silva, or we've got, you know, I'm just trying to think. Chris Weidman. There's the progression of stars will always happen. At the moment, we just have the same 10 that we're all in love with, but we need to build new stars, and that's what can happen. Yeah, there you go. Everyone's just all having a chat. What else have we got? People talking about the Game of Arms final. That was certainly different. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I reckon WAL could get it. I think WAL could get that match for sure. What else? Yeah, and yeah, cool. Everyone's just having a fun chat in the comments. Oh wow, we've been banging on for an hour. We'll still go on for a little bit more because that's just what we bloody do. That's what we do. Now I understand everyone. A lot of people hate WAL. For some reason, I just can't fathom why. But they did very, very well. They did very, very well. And lockdowns and everything, unfortunately, interrupted their progression on staying on TV. They had some awesome matches booked. And hopefully we'll, so they had those matches booked. What else did we have? We had Marlon Klein-Smith was supposed to pull Irina Gladikaya. BLM was supposed to pull Ryan Bowen. It was the Devon Monster Todd match, which we ended up getting a king of the table. Jamie Sheldon was supposed to pull. I can't remember who he was supposed to pull. Can anyone remember who Jamie Sheldon was supposed to pull? I don't remember. I'm trying to think of the posters when WAL 60 was it 601? Let's have a look. WAL 601 matches. Let's see if anything comes up. Because I remember when I was first on Instagram, I was like, oh my God. Let's have a look. Oh, it was Adam Wilmot. That's right. So there you go. James Sheldon's supposed to take on Adam Wilmot. I wonder if they've got all their posters there. Let me scroll and see if I can. It appears that they've got rid of a few posts, but that's okay. That is okay. Yeah. What have we got? Holy crap! Where'd my chat go? Oh no, my chat's disappeared. If I click refresh, I don't know what's happened. Bloody hell! Anyway, I'll keep chatting for a moment, then hopefully me chat comes up. Something's just yeah. We'll have to rock and roll. Maybe if I hit the refresh button, that might come. But anyway, I'll chat for a bit and hopefully it pops back up. But I quite like it. And if you've got any other questions or whatnot, any chats, drop them in the comments, you dead set legends. I'm going to make some videos after today's show. And then I've got to start preparing some guests for the show. I like having it when guests come on the show. It's going to be brilliant. There's North versus South this weekend. Oh, there we go. We're back on here. We're back on. Here we go. I don't know what happened. I just got to click refresh. Without a person like Devon, I'm not sure the sport would be as big as it is. Can't wait for Arm Gods and AWE collab. Absolutely. Yeah, that'll be fun. The Ashes series. That'll be good. They're good people, AWE. Being kicked in the guts a lot. And I really feel bad for them because Matt, Dave, and Ryan, they're just good people. They're just good people. The Gunslinger's in the chat. What's going on? Jamie Staken. Yeah, the tough task of taking on Adrian Popescu at Arm Gods. Hope you're doing well, buddy. As Marcus is saying, what up, Jamie? Okay, let me go back. Because now I've got my chat back. I don't know what's happened here. Yeah, beauty. Any and then they wanted to. They all can't combine, but I think Arm Gods have something. I think Arm Gods have something fun where, like they did the UK versus Canada. So, then they come over and team up with AWE and they do them versus Australia. They could team up with like the 98% or Knuckles Up, and it could be UK versus USA, which I think something is going on in the chat. I need a haircut. I don't know what's going on my hair. Well, actually, I don't know what's going on my hair every day. Limits are for the week. I feel like I've heard this guy's voice before. Me? Well, if you're new to the channel, I'm the guy that commentates King of the Table. And if you watched Arm Gods on the weekend, I commentated Arm Gods. There we go. We're all combined into one mega organization called Voltron. How cool was that cartoon? That cartoon was awesome. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved Arm Gods. Voltron. I was just reading another comment. Voltron. Yeah, I had the toys as well. Did you have the toys? I had the toys. They were brilliant. The green line. No, it's got to be red. Red or not at all. Come on here. Knuckles Up, 98%. AWE Arm Gods called the Outcast League. Because then you're degrading it by calling it that. So you got to market it. I call myself the #1 arm wrestling interactive podcast in the world. You got to market it as if it's something important. By calling itself Outcast, you're limiting the potential. But I do like that a lot of I do like leagues competing, competing against each other. Like once Knuckles Up gets in there 5 or 6 and, Valhalla's doing their team things. I mean, it's hard. It's hard when, everyone lives so far away from each other. But I like it. Or Arm Gods could do something. Say it's Valhalla 3. And say Uncle John and Aussie Arm Wrestler are there. We could sit there and say, all right, Valhalla 3 is Team Aussie against Team Uncle John. And Uncle John and I, we do a draft live on a show. And it's like, well, I draft, I'm going off the last time, guys. I'd be like, well, I draft James Wall. So then he gets Alan Ford for that one. And then he has the next pick. Well, I pick Minder. And then I would have got Rick Heidelberg. I kind of like that format. I kind of like that format. Are there any matches for Knuckles Up 2 already announced? I know Lachlan is in Knuckles Up 2. Head over to the High Five Arm Wrestling on Instagram. They usually keep everything. They keep everything updated there. They're pretty good. Yeah, January 6th. January 6th is going to be their next one. Yeah, it is going to be their next one. So it'll be brilliant. I hope I can come. That'd be fun. I just love going to them all. Oh, Marcus has just gone and elbow dropped me from the top rope. You bloody dead set legend. Thank you for the super chat. Huge super chat. And the first super chat of the show. Thank you very much. It's a fucking massive one. It is a massive one, Marcus. Thank you so much. He says, Arm God's only 9 months in. Very young promotion, but we have our own identity. Real pullers. Correct. Real fans. Holy shit, that was unreal. That was unreal. Real people, no false ones in our group because, you'll kick them out. Which I've seen you done before. You've had people with Arm Gods and you're like, nah, they're not with us anymore. Big news dropped every week on the island card. Arm Gods Canada will continue to grow. Watch out, America next. Oh. So there, first of all, mate, just thank you for everything that you do, as always. I know you hate it when I praise you, but you went at Canada because of unforeseen circumstances. So yeah, really, really appreciate it, mate. Really appreciate it. Now, yeah, I mean, you can't disagree with that. From what you've told me the matches are for Valhalla 3, pretty good. A huge way to not bounce back because that's saying you were down. Roll forward and grow. These matches that you have confirmed are ridiculous. They are ridiculous. And of course, Devon's forearm. How about Marcus? Because he helps out everyone else, including me. And then he's able to help out Zadie as well. So it is always greatly appreciated. But sign up today. It's a $5. You get all the events, and I'll leave Marcus a super chat there. Yeah, everyone's in there talking about how good Marcus is. Because what can you say? Well, what can we say? Just quickly check something. Oh, bloody hell. All righty. There we go. Just double checking. Oh, beauty. All righty. My man Matty says, in this YouTube era, what is my favorite match? There are too many. I'm trying to think over the last 3 or 4 years. There are too many. I mean, this year alone, I'd probably it would probably have to be David Vitale for so many reasons. Now that I think about it, it'll probably that would have to be it for so many reasons. I think because one, I was there, and it was like the moment I was accepted onto the big stage, king of the table. And then that match was just bloody incredible. It was just bloody incredible. I would have to say that. And there's about 114 close seconds, Matt. But, yeah. Absolutely. Smart thinking, Drew. Smart thinking. Marcus, I wish you'd been there. What a show. It was a brilliant show. All righty. Get in there. Give me, have you got any final questions? We've been on for about an hour and 15 minutes. Of course, last 15 minutes, we kind of got off topic, but that's what we usually do here over on this channel. So it's not like it's anything new. Hermes Levant, round 5, had me screaming. I was there, and I think you mean round 4. I think you might mean round 4. But, yeah, it was there. But get over. It's going to be brilliant. How strong did Devon feel? Ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. There's nothing else you can say. He's a different human being. Sasquatch, are you going to be at Knuckles Up again? I hope so. That's up to them. That's up to the highest of the fiving crew. I hope so, because I loved it and loved having a beer with you, Sass. So, yeah. I hope to be there. It would be brilliant. It'd be a lot of fun. I love the first one. Did you enjoy it, Sass? I enjoyed it. Got your picture here, mate. Sass drew me that. How cool's that? I think that's a cool picture. Sasquatch drew that, everybody. That's why I have it here. Musclebike with the super chat. Thank you very much, Musclebike. He says, it's my 38th birthday today, Jake. Shout out to all of us. No, I don't care, Musclebike. Just kidding. Happy birthday, you bloody dead set legend. Thanks for tuning in. Well, it would be nighttime where you are. What did you do for your birthday, Musclebike? Everyone, wish Musclebike happy birthday. He's a good dude. Get in there and wish him a happy birthday, because he is awesome. What did you do, mate? Let me know. Did you have a few beers? Did you hang out with your family? Did you have to go to work? What did you do, Musclebike? Let me know. Happy birthday, Bike. Happy birthday, Bike. Happy birthday, youngin. Yeah, you're young. You're younger than me. If you're younger than me, you're a youngin. Because I'm 38 at the moment, Musclebike, but I'll turn 39 in 2 months. Musclebike is always at work. Poor guy. Happy birthday, brother. Oh, Sass is saying thank you for all the compliments for his awesome drawing that he did for me. Thanks, lads. Very grateful. Happy birthday, says Roy. Cheers, Musclebike. Happy birthday. You deadest of the settest. All righty. Happy birthday, says the gunslinger. Red Hot Chili Peppers, happy birthday. While they're all going there. Guys, we'll wrap up the show there, being on for about an hour and 18 minutes. I do not know when I'll be live again. Hopefully spend the next couple of hours making some videos, making some good content for you guys. I'm going to go quickly have some lunch. Then it's back to work. Because of you guys, I grind and work as hard as I can in order to put out some quality content, in order to have a bit of fun. And we get in there and we have a bit of fun. Sign up to Arm Gods. To recap, do I think WAL can survive if they came back today? Abso-fucking-lutely. And they would do really, really well. Oh, no. White Wolf has come in at the last minute. Ready, dang. We missed you, buddy. Hope you were doing well. It's It's Muscle Bike's birthday. Wish him happy birthday before you go. Get in there. I'm going to wait until you write happy birthday, White Wolf. As everyone's saying g'day to Wolf. He would have been busy working and that there. Spermies, before you go, what do I mix my bottle of drink with that you got me? I might have missed your reply. What do I mix it with? Ginger ale, lemonade, Coke? Yeah, that bottle of whiskey you bought me. It's a beautiful bottle. Can't wait to crack it open. Let me know. Hope you get your money back for your birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Happy joy. Sorry, happy birthday, Jess. No, that was the other day. It's Muscle Bike's birthday today. Muscle Bike in the chat. No, you already said happy birthday to Jess. All righty, we're out of here. Take care, you awesome people. Let's get out of here, and I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for all your support. Keep being bloody awesome.